Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today we have the testing grounds, the full segment of the testing grounds. I'm going to be looking over what changes they're thinking of making. Remember, this is not final, this is just for testing. They are still able to switch things around if they really wanted to, or this is not final basically. So we're going to see what they're working on, and I'm most excited for the Warlord stuff. I know Centurion's getting in there, Gladiator's getting in there, and yeah, I just want to see what happens. So let's go ahead and watch this. I think I have it on mute. There we go. Hopefully that's good enough. That should be pretty loud. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Oh, never mind.
Going back now with Mr. Stefan Jawinski, or should I say Stefan, do you like pina coladas, Jawinski? Because he just came back from vacation. How was your vacation, sir?
My vacation was great. What is...
So look. August 29th.
Phase 1. What is...
It's when we get to test it.
Testing grounds.
I'm curious.
Let's find out together. It's basically similar to a public test server with a couple of differences. It's firstly accessible within the regular game client.
Wow.
So you are going to be playing your regular game. You don't need another download. There's not some weird like For Honor -PTS, whatever nonsense you have to download. Nope, it's a regular game.
Oh, that's good.
Just gonna go
that's really good.
on the regular multiplayer front.
It's just easy to use. I like it.
You're gonna pick testing grounds.
Yes.
And you're gonna be right there.
Yeah.
So it's smooth. And if you're PC or if you're PS4,
all
or
platforms.
If you're Xbox One, you're included.
We're all a big family.
Exactly.
Oh, that's actually really dope, because
So,
if you guys didn't know, last time on the public test server, it was only available for PC, and they only pretty much got PC feedback. So now they get feedback from all of you guys. So on the 29th, all of you guys will be able to play, and I don't even think you need an extra download. You could just, access this test server. So that's cool.
Way, right? Like, it's there for you. It's for everybody.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
Exactly.
And finally, it keeps your regular progression. So if you have orders or a hero that you're trying to rep up or get gear for, take them into testing grounds. At the end, you will get your gear, your order complete, XP, all the stuff you want. It's right there.
Nice.
Wow.
So it's not a waste of time to.
Whoa.
Yes.
It's super nice.
So on the 29th, right here, 29th to the 12th, we get to literally play with these reworks like there are actual characters and still rep up. That's actually really, like, I love this idea. I love the idea, actually. I really do.
Phase run, so the first one we're going to try here.
Yes.
It's going to start August 29th. Right now, plans are to go to September 12th. We may vary that date depending on how long it takes to get feedback and all that kind of stuff. We'll see.
It's the first time we do this, right?
Exactly. So it's a bit of an experiment in gameplay, but it's also an experiment on the overall process.
Yes, exactly.
What we want to happen, feedback to help us determine what we want to know.
Nice.
And that's
Live at the moment, but
I want to get to the gameplay.
demo stuff and the testing grounds.
more high level.
So here we go,
about
Centurion.
the Centurion change that you guys want to bring forth. What are you trying to address with this hero specifically with these changes in the testing grounds?
Perfect. So what do we know about Centurion? Like, it's super fun to play as a Centurion, right? You get you get punch the crap out of people.
Yep.
You get to slice. You get your Eagle's Talon.
You got the good life emote, right?
You got the pin, you got the pounce, you got all that good stuff.
Grapes. That's all you're missing,
I
really.
know, it's sad, but where's my ho ho ho? That's what I want to know, right? Like, but it's super fun to play as a Centurion.
It is.
Where
It's very fun.
Kind of breaks down a little bit as a Centurion is you have a very difficult time opening up players who are very good at defending.
Facts.
So you're kind of
Facts.
like opener and sustaining is very difficult to deal with.
Yep.
You want to solve that problem and make them a bit more viable, and therefore also a bit more fun to play in that respect. On the other side of the your opponent, it can be very frustrating that you end up like cutscened quite often.
Well,
right?
okay.
Either from a parry.
I don't think the cutscene is that bad. Now, I hope they don't change the cutscene, because they just listed that as one of the negatives. But let's go. I don't think it's that bad.
To wall splat to fully charged heavy to fully charged jab to Eagle's Talon, or from Pugio to fully charged heavy to fully charged jab to Eagle's Talon.
Now, one quick note: in fours, getting hit with that is really, really annoying when there's two Yorms around you. because they can all chain together and you're basically dead. So, okay, in fours, yes, I completely understand because you could do some nasty stuff with a Centurion and 2 Yorms. You really can.
You spend a lot of time without opportunities to counterplay or play at all, really. So that's what we're going to try to do. A little bit of openers sustainability for the Centurion to make it a little more fun to play and a little more fun to the opponent and a little less strong at like long ganks.
Sweet.
That's the overall pitch.
Okay, understandable.
So let's kind of break
Understandable.
down piece by piece.
All right, I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
Adjusted to try to make some of these things happen. First, we'll start with a super easy to show thing: zone attack.
Zone
attack, exactly. Feintable second.
There it
hit,
is.
And
there it is. That's okay.
right?
That's what we need.
This,
there it is.
A good chain.
Feint zone. Perfect.
I was playing someone
+1 already.
who hit me with the first hit, and I was like, cool. Parry the third hit, killed him, and I'm like, that sucks for you a little bit. So this will be some opportunity for you to not be screwed if you're.
So yeah, as soon as you do launch it or like release the zone here at this point, you can either cancel at the second or the first or whatever.
The second or the third.
Okay.
The third.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's pretty cool.
Sweet.
What else did we change? Charged heavies. So these used to be soft feintable guard break and feintable. Yes.
Okay.
We still have that, but now we also allow the ability to feint during the unblockable force.
Okay. Good. Like Shigoki. Okay. Right. Good.
And then you can feint, and you can feint directly into guard break.
Yep. Good.
In both times.
Good. I like it.
So that's super cool. We saw with Shigoki, for example, like, yes, you want to be able to feint these because otherwise it's a free parry. It worked with Shigoki. These are now threatening moves for it, so we're trying to do the same thing for Centurion. What do we want to show next? I'm going to ask Manny, who's got no microphone. Okay. All right, let's show the lights next. So opener is about the same.
Oh, are those lights faster?
The second and the third hits are now both 500 MS.
Yep, they are. They are.
We hope this means that Centurion can actually go through the chain. Third big piece that we want to
That's really
look
good.
at is the jab. This is kind of like the difficult part of the puzzle for Centurion. Right now, because it's guaranteed on live, that's where the cutscene aspect comes, the uninteractive part of it comes. So what we want to do here is we make the charged heavy no longer guaranteeing any kind of jab.
Whoa.
However, the
so they
benefit
are
of
getting
back
rid of it.
is that the jab can be feinted.
Oh.
So what does this mean? Right? The opponent can actually dodge. Oh, I guess I should pick up the controller here.
Oh.
All right, dodging the jab.
Okay.
Right? But we can see that, like, yep.
Is that a thing though?
It's long,
Hold on. Wait.
The guard break there, but definitely it can catch the dodgers. If you want to try one more time.
The only thing that concerns me here, guys, is I hope there's not like one dodge timing to dodge everything and still be able to counter guard break. That's the biggest issue that I have. I wished you could soft feint out of the jab into GB, because that will make it so you definitely will be able to catch people dodging, but hopefully that's not the case. Since you can change the timing of your jab, hopefully that's not the case, and you'll just be able to catch anything similar to Hitokiri kind of. So hopefully that's not a thing.
All right. Doing it live is always fun.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Anyway, you can get wrecked that way. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And what's interesting is now after every heavy, the Centurion has the opportunity to get the jab, which gives it free light, the knockdown, which gives the Eagle's Talon, or the feint guard break, which can set up anything else really.
So just to recap, basically what you're saying is that the basically the cutscene is still possible.
Yes.
But if it is possible, it's your fault.
Yes, it's no longer a cutscene. It's now a series of things that can happen with options to counterplay in between.
So, like, if you're dropping your controller like you did before and made a sandwich and then came back to the game, that's no longer going to happen because right now you actually have the chance to...
You could have dodged in between,
Exactly.
right?
You just dodge.
Just dodge.
Just dodge.
Just dodge.
Okay, all right.
Although it's going to be a little more difficult to do that.
Well, there
because
goes
the Centurion has a few more areas.
there goes
in
Sense
the
Max
Centurion
Punish out the
that
window.
Hit this thing. We've added it between the lights. As you can see here, punch, light, or punch guarantees.
I
light.
like it. I like
You can,
that.
of course, go to heavy if you want as well.
I like that a lot. How you could just paint that
Kenzo
in
man is having a
between
really good
like
time
that.
being
That's
the
I
crap
love
out
it.
of me.
Yeah. He's not showing it, but you can tell that he's enjoying it.
Yeah, he's not super expressive, but that little bit of a smile that you see there, that's him like
He's
ultra satisfied. Yeah,
Really satisfied.
I like it.
yep, we see that.
Awesome. Anything else that you guys wanted to go over? I mean, these guys will, again, want to specify, this is not coming to the game. All the changes that you went over, these are going to the testing grounds, but not the live game. This is only part of the testing grounds front that will be accessible. And that's important to note because once the testing phase is over, so from August 29th to September 12th, the September 12th may change. But at that point, we get feedback on our side, evaluate that feedback, and then see if we need to make any tweaks or if these changes are approved globally from your standpoint as a player.
Sounds wonderful. This whole idea sounds amazing. This will make sure that the future reworks that we do get aren't messed up. They are perfect, you know, they're viable. And we won't have a situation where, like, I don't know, like Nobushi, for example, where she's still not that great, or characters that didn't receive the best of reworks in the beginning, you know, like Valkyrie, you know, stuff like that won't happen again. Now, will they use this for future hero release so we don't have the same issue as Yorm, where he's kind of like a one-trick pony trying to get your opponent out of stamina, and you know most of his attacks are reactable? I'm not sure, but I do love this idea right now, and I'm liking the Centurion changes. Everything they said right there, I'm all for, and it looks great on paper. The only concern I have is I hope there's just not one dodge timing to dodge everything, which I don't think there is, because I saw a little snippet when he was doing the lights into the punch. He was able to feint really, really quickly, and I'm pretty sure you can, you know, catch dodges from that. So I think this is great.
It's important for that to be reiterated. And lastly, before we get into the other changes on the Gladiator and the Warlord, is that the survey won't be live until next week.
So let's go to Gladiator.
So August.
After this,
I am.
yours?
I am
Okay,
right
cool.
next to him. He's gonna hear it from me.
Perfect. Okay, so Gladiator and Warlord, we'll just go through the stuff here.
Oh, they have nothing to show, but they have
Gladiator,
okay.
stance change, reflex guard is now 1100 ms. This is the regular timing of
Okay.
all assassins
Yeah,
in the game.
you know, keep it
except
equal
for
throughout the
Gladiator now.
entire
So
cast.
Gladiator gets it too. Should help in duel a little bit, but should be really good for group fights where
There's a lot of stuff going
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Skewer. This is your heavy unblockable.
Added
that
forward
you're optional.
movement.
We added a bit of forward movement during the strike and the feint. The purpose of this being that if you feint guard break, you'll be close enough to actually catch.
So
someone.
better tracking.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
A little
Okay,
bit.
that's good. I might have to pick up Glad.
This one here, chain light
Whoa.
attacks. Second, third, and fourth chained.
Oh, okay. They're speeding things up. So you have a 433 ms chain top light and a 466 millisecond chain side light. So, okay, so you know when you're fighting Glads, most of them are probably going to use that top light, so you get some juicy parries.
Top light attack will now be 433 ms. It used to be 600 ms. And second, third, and fourth chained side light attacks are now 466 ms. They were also 600. So we think that'll be really exciting because like the lights in the chain were really dead moves. No one was throwing these 600 ms attacks. We were joking earlier that like neither of us before we got into this had seen a fourth Gladiator light since year one.
So basically, you just want to see it. That's the main reason.
Yeah, so these are no longer dead moves. These are actually like usable moves
Yeah,
now.
cool.
So that's pretty cool. So hopefully we'll see Gladiators play
They're going to be
more
fast.
with a bit more.
These lights are going to be fast too. Watch.
And then finally,
How do you pronounce this? Fushina.
are you gonna put me on the spot for this one? I thought you were gonna try.
Okay, let me try.
Manu's gonna try.
Manu, what was that?
what's
Manu? Fushina ictus or Fuskina ictus?
Which perfectly translates to toe stab, I'm sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Is now 600 ms when the target's out of stamina. It used to be 800 because we were being too nice to the opponent who's out of stamina, but we want the Gladiator to have, as you see here, all through the way of the changes, the ability to keep
Yeah, that's
pressure
fair.
up,
That's fair.
and that's what this is about.
And stab some more toes.
Stab all the toes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So cool. Awesome. So
Perfect.
let's lead into the Warlord, which is Big Mike's main, so he might be happy with this.
All right,
Let's
that'll be
see.
the
Here it
my bet
is.
for Big Mike.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Warlord.
Okay.
Light attack. The big one is that the light attacks are now enhanced. This means that they're not stopped
like
on
Yorm.
block.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you can continue your pressure. You throw the light, they
All
block
right,
it.
so
you can now throw a heavy finisher or light finisher.
what about the
With your light
heavies?
finisher, afterwards you don't get massively disadvantaged frame-wise. You should be about even. So you can continue pressure if you like, or throw a headbutt after that, or whatever, right?
So more globally, when you talk about these changes,
What did he just say?
Are they addressing a specific like global problem?
I'm sorry,
or
guys.
is it changes,
After that, or whatever, frame-wise, you should be about even. So you can continue pressure if you like, or throw a headbutt after that, or whatever, right?
so more globally, when you talk about these changes, are they addressing a specific like global problem, or is it more little things that you want to tweak within that hero?
I think so. I mean, like in Warlord's case, it's because like once you do one thing, you have to stop, right? Like you can't really throw like light
That's
followed
the
by
same
second
pressure,
light or heavy followed by a second light. Like it's not going to happen. So here we've tried to make it a little more viable to do that. Same with the range, light attack range, like giving him a little more ability to hit someone who's a few feet away lets him now go from like my effective range is not near zero. So that should be pretty helpful. The damage changes are just a little bit to like help out because he was not performing quite the way we wanted when he was getting the hits. So we think that'll be better. Top light finisher, yeah, it's a little nerf, but because we can throw it a bit more, we think it won't be so bad. But we do still want it to cause a medium hit reaction so you can ledge people when you do hit them with it. So
Sweet.
should be pretty good, I think.
Okay,
Attack
heavies.
finishers, we've also tried to help out Warlord in that second
This is it?
attack. Same with the lights. Now here in the heavies, we're giving uninterruptible stance to start a little bit earlier, 300 ms, which should help in group fight scenarios where, yes, you hit somebody with either guard break heavy or whatever, very light, and now you want to throw something else across the group fights. You're a little more safe to do that.
Nice. Awesome.
So that's what we're hoping. And then finally,
wait.
full block stance, the stab follow-up. Missed on a number of heroes because their range is too long.
Especially on Nobushi.
And we want this to actually hit now.
All right, cool.
So you get your actual punish.
Sweet.
Oh,
That's awesome.
hey,
And so
that's
these
it.
are all of the changes that are going to be live.
Okay, we need to talk about this Warlord. From first sight, I think it's underwhelming. I think it's underwhelming. Why? Because his light attacks are enhanced, which is wonderful. I can, if I, hit your guard, I can go to my heavy. I'm thinking they want us to I don't know. I'm thinking they just want us to get to tack on chip damage. This is all I'm getting from this. Because yeah, you can increase the damage. They increase the damage from 17 to 18 on top light. From does 15 now. It was 13 for side lights. Top light finisher does a little less damage now. Which, I mean, I don't know. I like the 20 damage, but I guess they just want you to get chip damage. I don't know. Like I would have hoped that you could either make the heavies unblockable or give him a soft feint from heavy to GB. But I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. I do like that they increased the armor 100 ms. It comes out 100 ms early. So that is good because countless times I've wanted to throw and trade heavies and I would just get hit out when when I had the read, I knew you want to throw an attack and I want to throw mine, stuff like that. But now it's like, I don't know, man. I have to play it. I have to get my hands on it. Just really see how it feels, how those enhanced lights actually feel. So we'll just have to wait and see. So the light attacks are now enhanced. Are they still able to, crush and counter attacks? I'm guessing yes. And now that they have increased range, I need to see exactly how much range they have now. It might be a lot better. You never know. So, I mean, it's a good start. I hope they're not finished with this. I hope they do add a little bit more, especially to his parry punish, his the shield parry, where he parries you and smacks you with the shield. I hope they do something with that as well. I hope they do a little bit more to full block, because it's at this point it's still very useless. It's still a pretty useless move, because a lot of stuff isn't guaranteed from it. That stab isn't guaranteed from it on some moves. So when it should be on some heavy attacks, is not guaranteed. So the only thing that's actually guaranteed from it is the headbutt, you know? So I hope they fix some stuff with that, change up some damage values on that as well to make it more usable. I hope they're not done. So I guess this is phase 1. I guess they're not finished yet. So I like it. So far I do like these changes. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully they're not done. Right now they're looking good. I do like these changes as of now, and yeah, like this whole testing grounds thing, I think is a great idea. Centurion already seems pretty much done. I think he's solid. Gladiator seems really good at the moment. I want to see how those lights look, you know, actually playing the game. So on the 29th we'll actually get to play. I want to see how those lights actually are, you know, just to check the animation out of them, you know, all that stuff. And you know, Warlord, I hope they add a little bit more to Warlord. So tell me what you guys think. I'm liking it. I'm looking forward to the future. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all I got for you for today, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.